I recorded. I did
Okay,
the
sir.
recording.
Okay, sir. స్లైడ్ షోలోనే ఉంది ఇందాక నేను అడ్జస్ట్ చేసింది. షేర్
Madam, I made you as a host. I
ఓకే
made you
సార్.
as a host.
ఓకే సార్, ఒక్క నిమిషం ఓపెన్ చేసిన. ఐఎమ్ ఓపెన్. అది ఇది అవుతుంది స్లైడ్ షో. ట్వంటీ 26 పార్టిసిపెంట్స్. Hmm. 55 now it is. Srilata, screen is visible, huh? PPT. The slide is visible. Why? I did not share it, huh? Say last. Share, otherwise you shared. Minimize చేసి పెట్టినట్టున్నాను.
हाँ बंद है, चालू किया तो क्या दिक्कत।
$74 కదా. Huh? First years they have exam now. Did anyone join? Principal madam or I'm unable to see them. They were కదా, ఎవరు కనపట్టలేను. చెప్పాను నేను మేడంకి వెళ్ళడం. సార్ కూడా లేరు. స్టార్ట్ చేయమని అడుగుదామా ప్రోగ్రామ్? జస్ట్ దే వాంట్ టు షో సమ్ వీడియోస్ కదా. Sir, shall we start the program, sir? Moti sir?
Yes, madam. Okay, I'll share.
Okay.
Share. Namaskar. Om Purnamidam Purnamadam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. This is a Sanskrit sloka which refers zero is added with zero is zero. Infinity added with infinity is infinity. So from the smallest part to infinity, whatever is the things are there, we need to find out with our search and understanding. Today is Science Day. Welcome you all. Vijnana Bharati welcomes you all. Science Day is celebrated across India on February 28th. And this week, usually this month onwards, multiple programs we conduct all over the country. So as part of it, this is not about a birthday or any death of any person. It is about recognizing a scientific method adopted by C.V. Raman. So that is about a recognition of it. He got a Nobel Prize, and scientific method he adopted is observation and understanding the observation and with question and with whatever is hypothesis, and he tried out with the hypothesis, tested it in the laboratory, the concept, and he got some result, and he submitted the procedure submission. So there is scientific method he followed. So to encourage all enter into the scientific method of analysis, scientific method of looking at things. So scientific attitude to be built for every educated person. The Science Day is celebrated across, and Science Day relevance is about bringing scientific attitude that was there, and we need to bring it back. In our country, everything is questioning. Bhagavad Gita is questioning. All our Upanishads are questioning. So questioning and observation is very much important in our country education system. We need to bring it back, that scientific attitude, into our education and learning. So that's why Science Day we celebrate, remembering C.V. Raman's method, what he adapted, scientific method. So that we need to adapt. That is a key message of the Science Day. And with this, I'll show 2 videos. So we'll that is about our NAEST you participated. So you will observe. I'll ask some questions about observation and scientific method. Then we go to the program. I'll hand over to the madam later.
Okay. పైకి పెట్టు కొంచెం
The problem with video sharing, madam. I can start because I'll start at the end. I'll share that video. There is some problem.
Okay.
Maybe
In sharing the video. Shall we start, sir, now?
Problem. Yes, because
Okay,
the problem is there in my sharing of the video.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Start. I'll show at the end if time permits.
Okay, after sir's lecture.
Start.
Principal participants. Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Praveen Kumar Chaudhary, Scientist, DRDL, Hyderabad. And Mr. GLN Murthy, sir, Member, Vijnana Bharati, a pleasant good morning. I heartily welcome you all on behalf of our college. Today we are celebrating National Science Day in association with Vijnana Bharati, NGO for Science, to communicate the discovery of Raman effect by the great Indian physicist Sir C.V. Raman. He was awarded Nobel Prize in Physics in 1930 for the same. This year, the theme of the National Science Day is Future of Science and Technology, Innovation, Impacts on Education, Skill and Work. The main objective of celebrating this National Science Day is to bring awareness among students about the importance of scientific applications in their daily life. It allows the scientists and experts from the field to discuss issues and new technologies trending in the field. As Indians, it is our responsibility to honor the great man and his invention by contributing greatly to the field of science through innovation. The celebration is aimed at giving an opportunity for younger generation to display their activities, efforts, and achievements in the field of science. I wish all the students enhance their scientific gain in participating virtual competitions after Chief Guest motivational lecture. I request Swapna to introduce today's Chief Guest to the audience. Over to Swapna.
Good morning, everyone. It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce today's speaker, Praveen Kumar Chaudhary, sir, Scientist, DRDL, Hyderabad. Sir obtained BE from RGBV, Bhopal, and MTech from IIT Bombay. Sir is working as scientist in DRDO from March 2003. Sir received DRDO Young Scientist Award 2015, DRDO Path Breaking Research Award 2007, DRDL Technology Group Award 2016. Sir is working for surface-to-air missile systems for anti-aircraft, anti-ballistic, anti-satellite missions. Thank you.
Thank you, Supna, for introducing today's chief guest. I request Praveen Kumar sir to take over the session. Sir, you can start the session.
Thank you, madam.
Okay.
Good morning to all and happy Science Day. I am Praveen Chaudhary. I am working in DRDO Hyderabad. DRDO in Hyderabad, we are having 5 laboratories: DLRL, DMRL, DRDL, ASL, and RCI. I am working in DRDL. I am also associated with Vibha, Vigyan Bharati Telangana. This organization aim is to promote science, special focus on science for India and science from India. So today we are here to celebrate National Science Day. Actually, it is on 28th February. And the 20th February, this is a commemoration of one great discovery of Raman scattering by one Indian physicist and scientist, C.V. Raman, in 1928. As Madam told, he received a Nobel Prize for the same in 1930. So this we can start with this discovery. Some small brief about this discovery. This actually Raman scattering is a special phenomena which occur when a material or a chemical scatter a photon of light. So when this scattering happen, most of the photons simply get scattered without any energy change or with the same energy, means same wavelength, same frequency. This is called Rayleigh scattering. But when a special phenomena occurs, some of the photons get inelastically scattered, and this inelastic scattering change their energy level, their frequency, their wavelength, and this change in frequency or wavelength or energy is corresponding to the basic information about that material. This process is called Raman spectroscopy, and through that we can come to know about some chemical bonding. We can come to know about state, polymorphism, its intrinsic stress, strain. We can get about its contamination, impurity. It is one of the fastest way of knowing what is that material or how pure is that material. So this is the significance of this discovery. In 1954, C.V. Raman got Bharat Ratna also. So our topic of today's talk is need for innovation for self-reliant India. So we can start with first, what is innovation? Actually, for understanding innovation, we can go to some nearby words. Like there are some nearby words: creativity, discovery, invention. So we can start with them. Then we can come to know that what is need for it. Then creativity is actually an action which is new or different. It need not to be absolutely new. It can be relatively new, relatively different. If you make a good art, it is a creativity. If you are using some waste items for decoration, it is a creativity. You can see a lot of creativity in our rangolis. You can see a lot of creativity in our Ganesh photos, Ganesh idols. You can see a lot of creativity in Bengals or cloths. If you visit to that Bengal market in Charminar, you can see a lot of creativity in Bengals, in shoes. So creativity is one thing where something new or something different is there. Second is discovery. Discovery is a process where you observe something new or something different which is already present, but you observed it first. So you can see like Raman scattering was a discovery by C.V. Raman. So then gravity, it was a discovery by Newton, because that is it was already there. It is not like Newton invented it. Gravity was already there. Saying like that invention of that discovery of magnetism by some shepherd who were just roaming around in Greece, and he discovered magnetism. So this is a discovery. Then next word is invention. Invention is where we apply some science to create a device which solves some real world problem. It can be like a TV, or it can be a steam engine by James Watt, or it can be a Wi-Fi, or the predecessor wireless by Jagdish Chandra Basu. It can be a device like a computer. So these are called invention, where we create some device which solves some real world problem. So then what is innovation then? Innovation is a little different word. In innovation, we generally need not create or discover something which is totally new. Innovation can be incremental. Innovation can be an alternate approach for doing something. Innovation is basic idea which you convert into reality. So that idea can be very small. You need not have very long association with the problem. In case of discovery or invention, sometimes you are associated with it for years, sometimes for decade, sometimes it is for lifetime also. But in case of innovation, the ratio of value generated by effort is invested is generally may not be that much high. So means or you can say that too much, is high generally. You can say that more value is generated with respect to the effort invested in that. Any issue, madam?
No, sir. No, sir. You can continue.
Okay. Then there are so many for this all innovation. Actually, what is required is you don't require extraordinary capability. You require some common skills. You require some common observation. You require willingness to solve some problem and then some effort toward that direction. If you convert a two-wheeler to three-wheeler for a differently abled person so that he can drive this two-wheeler or three-wheeler, then it is an innovation. If you are staying in a multi-story apartment and you are hanging a bucket for milk and newspaper, that is also an innovation. If you are joining two mirror and forming a periscope and that periscope is used in submarine, so it is also an innovation, which is helping a lot. If some big innovation can be metro train, where roads are already congested and you are devising some path from underground or using flyovers, you are creating some path which is never get congested. And that metro train is also an innovation. There are so many innovations which are there in our custom for very long. One of them is Ganesh worship. We take clay from lake, we make Ganesh idol, we worship it for 10 days. After 10 days, again we put back that idol to the lake. This is a good innovation. Then some other innovation can be like our cremation method. Like when woods are sufficient, burning a dead body is most hygienic or most effective way of like killing the germs. So this is very effective in case of pandemic like COVID or plague also. But at the same time, when woods are less, using the electric crematorium for cremation of dead body is also another innovation. So there are so many things. You can see like you must have seen that leg operated dustbins. So you need not touch it. You can, whenever you want to throw, you just open it, you throw the item and you come out. You need not touch it. In COVID, one more thing get famous like this wash basin tape. Without touching the tape, you should be able to leg operated tape for the wash basin. So this is also innovation. There are earlier that authentication used to be by password only. Now that authentication went to fingerprint or iris scan, that is a more better method. In a password or in a passcode or a PIN, somebody can type your passcode, your PIN, but in case of retina scan or in case of fingerprint, it is difficult to forge a person's identity. So it is an innovation. So many of you must have heard a application named Truecaller. Many of you may be knowing also that how it works. It actually use you to help you. And in this process, it earn a lot of money. What it do? Whenever you install this application or your mobile, it copy your contact list to the server. The same thing it do for all the installation. So it will be having millions of contact lists in the server. When any call come to you, the application which is residing in your mobile, send a request to the server for a name corresponding to this number. If it is getting, it will be giving the name. And you are happy that you know beforehand who the other person is. Many times you get, just because it is coming from somebody's contact list, many times you may get some name like Ramu Uncle LB Nagar. So this is perfectly fine. And there are some even deadly use of innovation in the same process. What happen is your Truecaller application can store can can sell this call record to somebody for some other use. So it may be giving some negative result, but it is an innovation. There are Google Map also operate in exactly similar fashion. It use you to find out how is the traffic. When you are searching traffic through Google Map is also using you to know about your location and the speed with which you are moving in the traffic. So based on that, it publishes the result on the map application. It is also like using historical data to find out that every Monday, what is the situation, every evening, what is the situation, every year, what is the situation. And it is trying to use that data which is collected from you for betterment of the application. Here in all this application, one common thing is there: bigger is the base, better is the service. This is like insurance was also an innovation. A person, life or property loss is a very big thing. But if you spread that property loss or life loss effect to a bigger audience, then it is a very negligible amount. So 1,000 people can do insurance, one of them suffer, and that remaining 999 pay for that one person's suffering. And in this process, that insurance company also earn. So this is a good innovation. There are some national innovations also, which we did in some last 1-2 decade, like Aadhaar. Aadhaar was one of the great innovation where everybody is having some common provable identity. It is very easy also, and because it is attached, attached with biometric, it is more secure also. It is not so easy to forge it. So there were earlier like one person is getting a scholarship on 2 names, or a person is getting salary from 2 different institutions. All these things, at least if not vanished, at least reduced. So then this UPI was another thing where law means multiple cash transactions used to be there. All these cash transactions get converted to online transactions, and what government means like we are away from cash economy. GST is one innovation where the complete countries tax structure became uniform. Only some 1-2 subjects, if they come into GST, it will be like everything comes under GST. RuPay was also one great innovation where earlier we were taking money out of our ATMs. So it is our money we are taking from our ATM. That ATM belonged to our bank, but still the money was coming from Visa and MasterCard network, and they were earning for nothing. Now, because of that RuPay released by NPCI, now we are getting money through our own network. We are using this facility across country also, beyond country also. There are many countries which are accepting RuPay cards. There are many countries which are using RuPay network. FASTag is also one such innovation. Lot of cash transaction used to be there at toll plazas. Now, because of FASTag, that millions of cash transaction get converted to simply that online transaction. It is very fast also. For commuter also, they did not wait for searching the change, giving the change. So I belong to a missile laboratory. Missile also was not a invention, I say. Missile was also an innovation only. People had explosives. That explosives, from explosives, they started making bomb. But in wartime, sending that, means throwing that bomb to enemy does not make big sense if it is like distance is very limited. So then people started using cannons. With cannons also, that range was limited only. Then people started using warplanes. With warplanes also, what happened is you can bomb anywhere in the world, but the lacuna is your warplane has to go there. And once you go there, then it is like you are also vulnerable to get attack back. So what is the solution? Then people started for solution. Then rockets came into picture. In rockets, you can put a bomb and you can throw to a long distance. But the thing is, it is also having its own accuracy because there is no control post-launch. Then came missile. Because missile can be controlled after launch also. So it is like, it is more deadly weapon in today warfield. Mobile, that missile is the most deadly weapon. Then this missiles, earlier we used to launch from surface only. Now the people started asking that, can we launch missile from ship? Can we launch missile from submarine? Can we launch missile from air to air? There also people didn't stop. After the solution also people wanted, can we use missile against an aircraft? Can you use missile against an enemy missile? Can we use missile against a satellite? So that situation is like innovations is keep going on and on. So after this missile, now we will say someday it may happen that your missile may be delivering your mails or long distance cargo in fastest time. So that is also like innovation affect a lot. Then you may see a lot of taxi-based applications like Ola, Uber. So before that, you have to wait for taxi. Now you need not go to taxi stand. You can search online what all options are there. You can search in that which option is cheaper for you, and it is giving employment to users that taxi drivers also, and they are getting bigger business or more business than previous. The same thing they extended now to bikes also. That taxi purchase is maybe a big item, but suppose you just want to start earning. Many people have motorcycle. They can register with this app-based applications, and they can start transporting people, and they can earn handsome money just by using their own motorcycles. So now this is like I gave a sufficient example of innovations now. So now second part is what is need of innovation, or what is need of these innovations for country. So for country, when we think, actually, it is like it is always good to have interdependence among country or having good relation with other country. But this word interdependence is having meaning as long as you are having a strength to be independent, or if you are self-reliant, or if you have capacity to be independent, then your interdependence means a lot. But if you don't have capacity to be independent, then your this interdependence get reduced to a dependence. Many countries are like that, which are today on the name of foreign collaboration became totally dependent on some foreign countries. Our one Western neighbor is also one such example where it became totally dependent on Western countries as well as some Eastern country also. So this country should have a strength. A country which is having a strength, which can behave, which can work independently, can only be interdependent. Now to give strength to a country, or to be strong as a country, what we require basically, like, we may require many things, but basically if you just see the major point, it is first is your economy. You should have great economy, and second is your defense capability. So if you have these two things right, most of the things get set automatically. So for the first thing, for the second thing first, like defense capability, mostly things are in government hand. Not totally, but still it is a government pioneered activity. But the first thing, which is like having a great economy, it is not totally government driven. You can always contribute there, and not only contribute, you can change the perspective at all. So this economy also, suppose you see, if you want to help to economy, you can do it bigger level, you can do it micro level. At bigger level, you can see that where what all our country is exporting, what all our country is importing, which imports are causing hole to our country budget. So at lower level, we can see that how Indians can be spreaded, how more means how Indian brands can earn more money, more people use them, more people or more people promote them, and at the finally our Indian brands become better. They become more competitive. It is not like people start using Indians. It should be like Indians brand become more competitive. More people start using it, not only in India but outside also. We need not stop with products only. It can be service industry also. We can have better insurance firms. We can have better online shopping firms. We can have better things for like courier industry, or any industry which like we are still looking for foreign companies. So there are so many food varieties in the country, like we are having lakhs of items which we produce as a food item, but still there are so many marketing companies, foreign marketing companies, they are earning a lot. So we can find out what is the reason. We can analyze it, and not only analyze, we can act, and what to do, that at least we can decide. And it is not a one-day process. It has to be a continuous process where you keep doing something and taking toward a stronger India. In innovation, one more thing is that innovation, it is not like you have some idea. That is the first thing. Then you should be having keen observation. You should understand the problem well. And finally, the last thing is you should be able to act also. If you open that Facebook or YouTube, you will be seeing lot of innovative videos. You'll be appreciating a lot. Lot of people will be spending hours of time in seeing those good, very innovative videos, but and forwarding to others also. But is it efficient? It is not useful for themselves or the country unless we start using them. And we start taking cue from them and solve our own problem or our college problem or our city's problem or our country's problem. So this is like we should be able to use those innovation for country's benefit. Then this country's economy. Suppose you want to make something good for the country's economy, you try to make good for you. If your income is increasing, then definitely country is getting benefited. If in producing income, if you are able to give employment to your fellow countrymen also, if you are able to increase their earning also, then it is like a further great for the economy. So you should always remember that if you try to do good for you, your family, your city, it is always good for country also. So same thing, whatever is there for country, same thing is applicable for individual also. Like a country should be strong. A country can become strong if individual is strong. So for you also, I will always suggest that always have capability to be independent. Once you are independent, then it is always good to help each other and become interdependent. If you are not independent, then you are helping each other get reduced to only taking help and giving help. And in that process, some people become supplier, some people become receiver, and some people become dependent forever in life. This is applicable for all. It need not to be teacher, student. It can be for men, woman, kids, anybody. If you want to have a good interdependent relation with the society or as a country to the outside countries, then you have to be strong. You should be having capability and capacity to become independent. Otherwise, this flowery word of interdependent and helping each other reduce to only become dependent on somebody. So we should always keep identifying areas where we can start making ourselves more and more capable, and which can help us to grow as an independent individual. And then we can always help the society, and we can get help for society. So with this, I'll stop my talk. Thanks for this opportunity.
Meeting capacity has been reached, and people can view on Facebook and YouTube also. Maybe it's streaming. It may take some time. Any questions are there? Please let us have some questions and discussion now. Why we need innovation is a summary today. So in that innovation, can anyone put up some questions about how we take the innovation ahead and how innovation come into our mind? Is it possible to get an innovation drastically changing innovation? Suppose example of, we gave multiple examples. There is example of you might be watching iPhone as a mobile, and you may be listening to music. Some 20 years back, people used to have Walkman. So why Walkman now disappeared? It cannot be seen. A phone, landline gone. So there is some disappearance of old technology, and new technologies are coming up, and new values, new economy is building up. So I request some questions so that we will get a complete idea of innovation in questions only. We'll have some questions with the discussion mode. So later we will go into the next mode of observation and scientific method. Okay, some questions, please.
Dear participants, you can ask, unmute yourself and you can ask questions or raise your hand. Please raise your hand, girls, if you have any queries. Participants, you do not have any questions?
That's so clearly explained.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightened and motivation lecture on this year theme Science, Technology and Innovation. And sir has given many examples on innovation. I hope at least some of our participants can motivate and become a scientist like you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir, once again.
One discussion. We can
Ah.
have 1 minute.
Sir, you can continue.
1 minute. Please just we're muting it. Just a minute. So, we have a discussion.
Is to find
Hope all
out
of you are
the
getting
truth.
this.
Let's try.
All of you are able to listen, right?
Observe
There is one
and
method
question.
where observe one question.
Observation helps us formulate challenging questions that you will be able to test. A good question converts the natural sense of wonder into a focused line of investigation.
Able
When
to
is the
see?
best time to drive to school?
Madam, you able to
Which
see,
food
right?
is my dog's favorite? For example,
Able to see the
if you
screen?
observe
Yes,
Sir?
sir. Yes, sir. It is
Okay.
visible.
and you might ask, why do women smile more often? Step 2, research. Find out if other people have asked the same or similar questions. If you research online, use search terms like study, research, or meta-analysis, which is a summary of research for a specific topic. Read as much as you can about your particular subject to see what you can find out about. For example, research happiness based on gender, or study the science of smiling in different cultural contexts. Step 3, formulate a hypothesis. A hypothesis is a theory that you can test to see if your prediction is right or wrong. From your observation, you have noticed that women smile more often and that people who are smiling seem to be happy. From your research, you know that there are different types of smiles: shy, genuine, and false. In one paper, you read that baby girls smile more often than baby boys. Here is a hypothesis. Women smile more than men because they are happier than men. Step 4, test your hypothesis. When you test your hypothesis, you want to make sure to do this in a fair way and that the conditions are constant. For this hypothesis, we can design a test where an interviewer talks with a set of men and women for 5 minutes each, counts how many times they smile, and then asks each one to rate their level of happiness. To get a good sample of the population, we invite 300 women and 300 men. Seems like a good test, right? But wait, what if the interviewer is a woman and men tend to smile more at women? Or vice versa? Or what if the topic discussed is one that interests women more than men? And what if people aren't reliable reporters of their actual level of happiness? So clearly, we would need to be much more careful. Step 5. Analyze and conclude. Let's assume that you designed a very careful experiment, controlling for as many variables as possible. Now you can analyze the data to see if your hypothesis is correct or incorrect. Depending on your findings, you may want to change your hypothesis or change the design of your testing. Perhaps you have discovered an even more interesting question. This stage of the scientific method can be repeated as many times as necessary until you find just the right hypothesis and test method to find accurate results.
Sorry for the interruption.
Step 6. Share the results. When you are satisfied that you have proven or disproven something important, report your results. In science, it is important to detail your methods so that your peers can review your work, which is a critical step to getting published. If your results are solid, your experiment can be repeated by other scientists. Such reproducibility is a sign of good scientific work. But failed results can also be interesting. An incorrect prediction could prove to be important and should always be reported. To make sure you get it completely right, here are 3 more things you can check before you publish. A. Any scientific theory is falsifiable. Realists know that there is no such thing as a scientific proof. In other words, you can never prove your theory to be 100% right. All you can do is find a lot of supporting evidence that it could be correct. Here is one example. Say that someone says, hamsters can fly. We cannot prove that this is false. Yes, we have never seen a hamster fly, but we can't test all possible conditions or look in all possible places on the planet to know that all hamsters never fly. Maybe a space hamster does. So while we can often prove that a phenomenon exists, it's much harder to prove the non-existence of something. If your theory can't possibly be proven wrong, then it's not falsifiable and hence not scientific. B. Correlation is not causation. When you analyze your results, it is important to separate between 2 possible reasons, correlation or causation. Let's say you hear that towns that have more churches also have more bars. Could it be that religion makes people want to drink, or that drinking helps people to find God? If you add more facts, such as larger towns have both more bars and more churches, you can see that a larger population is a more likely cause of higher numbers of bars and churches. There is probably a correlation, but no causation. If we compare men with women and would conclude that women smile more and are more happy, then this still doesn't mean that it's happiness that makes them smile. Maybe they just eat more chocolate and cookies, which makes them both happy and smile a lot. C. Avoid selective windowing.
Okay, now
when you publish, show all relevant.
You can go forward just for there, because quickly you can summarize the things. All of you, the big problem of scientific research now is the selective correlation is not one small observation people make is this is what you have to do for any scientific observation, right? All of you agree on this? Observe one question, research, and you need to do test and hypothesis, research and hypothesis and test and analyze and conclude, report. Now, all of you, let us do one small thing. All of you familiar with onions are there. Onions bring you tears in your eyes. How many of you agree? How many of you agree? Onions bring tears to your eyes. How many of you agree?
I agree.
How many of you agree? Anyone to respond? Onions, you will get tears to your eyes. How many of you agree? No one?
Yes, sir, we agree, sir.
Yes, sir, we agree, sir.
You agree, right?
How you are concluding that what to do for that, not to get tears? You are doing research, okay, what some component of inside in that, some chemical compound, you did research, you have done Googling it. Why you will get tears? It is because of some compound inside onions, some chemical substance, it is coming out when you cut it, and that is evaporating into the air and giving you, causing this problem. You might have done research, right? Google it. Then what you have done? You have to test it, right? You need to hypothesize. To avoid this problem, my hypothesis is keep some specs. If you are keeping some specs in front of your eye, some protection, keep some polythene cover or some protection, and you will not get the tears. Can you confirm by this hypothesis? Suppose you are saying some problem for your ears, you are getting some tears. So not to get tears means you need to do some test. So let us do that experiment now. Onions are there. Onions cut करेंगे. Can you do? You have to do. I did hypothesis. Now onions cut करना है. Onions cut करने के बाद I need to do testing, right? Testing. I need to do with some knife. I need to do the testing. If I do the testing with, I need to do result multiple times. I need to do this testing. How to do multiple times this testing? One time I have to cut and see. Second time I have to cut and see. Third time I have to cut and see. So 3 times I have to cut and see. Onions I don't have any. If I have some object, he brought me one onion at his home, and I am cutting it, right? I am cutting the onion. I am getting. I am near to this. I want to test. No, it is somewhat problematic now for me, but I'm not getting tears, but somewhat problematic. Okay, one step, I have a problem. Now I close my eyes. I'm doing same experiment, right? I cut it. Yes, somewhat comfortable. Now I note it down on my paper. So I note it down on my paper. On my paper, I noted down first step, onion cut without. So I have noted down the results. Now the results I need to publish. I can make a paper now. It is simple. You all can do scientific experiment and submit your paper. Cutting of onion can be, you don't get tears. The substance will not come to it. May look for you very simple thing, but it is what your creative thinking should come out, and a scientific method you have to learn today. That is a science day. We want everyone to go through this one. So I'll show you one video. All of you, for a minute, I don't share, and I ask you some question. Okay. We stop sharing, right? We stop sharing now for a bit of time, and we show you another video and ask you some questions. Okay, this is what we thought of. There is YouTube video is delayed because of some recording issue. Maybe it will be streamed. Sorry for that. 100 people joined. Thanks for very good participation with Praveen ji. Stop video. Stop sharing. Stop sharing in it today, I think. Pause share, and we'll share you. All of you see this? There is plane 1, plane 2. Plane 1, plane 2, one magnet is dropped. Plane 2 magnet is dropped. So plane 1 and plane 2, here magnet is right. Plane 1, plane 2, magnet has been taken, and plane 1 it is dropped. Fast, right? Came to the surface very fast, right? Fast. Plane 2 is slow. Okay, question is, it is slow, right? Plane 1, plane 2, both are white only. Both are inclined same angle only. What is the substance used in plane 1, plane 2 behind that? Anyone? Anyone ready to answer? Anyone ready to answer? Hello? Hello, anyone ready to answer? Team, you want to see again? Your observation and your understanding, you should apply your hypothesis. Plane 1 can be, your hypothesis is, you can say about plane 1 can be a magnetic material, right? Plane 2 can be magnetic material. Where it will flow, it will reach ground faster. On which plane? Plane 1, it is normal plane, right? Because of that, it will fall like a normal ball. It is falling on the ground because of gravity. But second plane, what is happening? Some frictional force like a magnetic material is there. Iron plate. First one can be wooden, second can be iron. How you concluded this? You do multiple times observation, your knowledge you have applied. So you have to apply your knowledge when you are creating a solution to this. Okay, one more question. We want to improve on this. This is another question we made it. There is a, we have one candle is kept there, and in a just a platform where a chappal box is there. We made it like inside that we made some plastic in front of it, and we kept that light is there. So above this one small, I am making is agrati, right? You do puja, so that has been brought here, and because of this, what happens? Density of air is increasing. When density of air is increasing, and it has been kept that side and this side also. This side, right side is one having below candle, and left side one is not having a candle. And here, what is happening? This air is going inside or not? He is verifying. Air is coming in, or where it will go? Candle one or this one? So he is putting for a long time here. So nothing going out or coming on. So air is moving in. Air coming out. So air going in. So air is going in here. Why air is not going in there? Here air is going in. If you keep for some time, the air is, smoke is going in, and it is slowly coming out from the another plastic tube, right? So what is happening here? What is the phenomena happening here? Now I'll stop here sharing. Now 2 questions I asked. Any of you can give answers to these 2 questions using the observation method. Hello? Any of you? Team? Understood? Team? Okay. So the first question is about material, you understood. Second question is about, you might have heard of Boyle's law, right? What happens with Boyle's law? Volume is nothing but I'm increasing the volume with gas. Whatever the gas occupying, more gas is occupying in that area. So it's nothing but more gas, right? In the same area. More gas in the same area means you are increasing what? Density you are increasing, right?
So density are increasing, and then what happens? Where density is increased, where heat is increased. So based on that one, the flow of pressure difference will be there. Where the pressure is low, there the movement will be more, right? Air movement will be more towards the pressure is low, right? So pressure is low means density is less or density is more. Oh, these are all questions you need to put when you do the research and do the questioning, and then do hypothesis. Then you come to a result. That is what your scientific scientific method of observation. Okay. So that is about learning of Science Day. Thanks for all of you joining. Vijnana Bharati, and I thank Praveenji also. I forward to HOD Madam. Madam, further your
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your live many examples. Sir has given many live examples on theoretical concepts. Dear participants, if you have any questions or any doubts, you can post it in the chat box, or you unmute yourselves and you can ask directly.
chat box. You can see chat box. Posted some questions. Chat box. Chat.
Any questions are there in the chat box, you can see.
Any questions are there?
No. No.
Yes.
Okay.
No questions.
I think you have given clear explanation, sir. Participants do not have any questions. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Praveen sir and Murthy sir, for giving this opportunity for us. Okay.
Yes.
And I request Shirin to propose the formal vote of thanks. Over to Shirin.
Good morning, one and all. A graceful and warm morning to all. It is my privilege to propose oath of thanks on this occasion. I, Shireen from Department of Physics and Electronics, extend the heartfelt thanks to the Chief Guest, Mr. Praveen Sir, who spared time from his busy schedule to grace the occasion. I especially thank him and Viva team for tracing the event and sharing the information on innovative. Thank you for the more information you have given us about the needs of innovation for this present time. Thank you, sir. A great gratitude to our Secretary, Sir, Sudarshan Reddy, sir, for his constant support. My special thanks to our principal, vice principal, and I2SC coordinator for their encouragement and guidance. I thank HOD Madam and other members of my department for awaiting us with science day activities. Finally, I appreciate and wish good luck to all the participants who are eagerly waiting to exhibit their work. All the best. Have a good day. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Once again, Praveen sir and Murthy sir. Shall we continue for our competition, sir?
Yes, madam. You can continue. We'll be
Okay,
dropping
sir.
out. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
Okay,
So
thank you,
we'll
sir.
be MOU and we'll continue this kind of programs. Continuous, madam.
Definitely,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
Definitely. Surely we will conduct in future also. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Praveen sir.
Thank you, madam.
Dear participants, you can wait few minutes. We will start the session. You can present your posters or anything, live models. And you fill that form which is provided in the chat box. Those who are participating in the competitions. Google form is provided, the link is provided. Click the link and fill the form. Whoever is participating in the competitions. Okay. After filling, then you can get the certificate. You can continue, no problem. You can continue. Meanwhile, others will arrange, no problem.
Students, within few minutes, we are going to start the session, ma. And I think first I'm calling the Bharadwaj, ma. Galipalli Bharadwaj.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you there, ma? Here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You be ready with your presentation, ma. When we'll ask you at that time, you share your screen and present your poster, ma. Okay? I think it's clear, Bharadwaj.
Okay, madam.
Yeah. Within few minutes, we are going to start the session, Nana. Yeah. First, Bharadwaj, you share your screen, ma. And show your poster. You can explain.
Yeah, you can start, ma, Bharadwaj.
మీ పేరేంటన్నా గౌతమి నేను శ్రీలత మేడం
Honorable Chief Sri Praveen Chaudhary.
ఈ పోస్టర్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ చేస్తా అని చెప్పేసి లేదు
Madam.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, madam. Honorable Chief Guest Sri Praveen Chaudhary garu, respected dignitaries of Raja Bahadur Venkatrami Reddy College, all the participants and my dear friends. I am Galipalli Bharadwaj, studying BSc MPCA second year, PG College, Narayanguda, Hyderabad. My poster is on scope in India. As we know that nowadays the global temperature has increasing rapidly due to various kinds of reasons, such as human activities, etc. Green hydrogen is the one of the best source to reduce this. The technology of green hydrogen is based on generation of hydrogen through electrolysis. In electrolysis process, electricity splits water into hydrogen and oxygen. It takes place in a unit called polymer electrolyte membrane electrolyzer. According to International Energy Agency, nearly 830 million tons of carbon dioxide is emitted annually using fossil fuel. Let us see the scope in India. As we are aware that the government of India recently announced a national scrapping policy and national hydrogen mission. It is the right time to start this. As we are scrapping the vehicles, own and personal, we need to manufacture this. Hydrogen is an energy carrier, not an energy source. Hydrogen fuel must be transformed into electricity by a device called fuel cell stack. As I shown in the picture, a fuel cell converts chemical energy using oxidation and reduction. Inside each fuel cell, hydrogen is drawn from a tank and made to react with catalyst, which is made up of platinum. As hydrogen passes through a catalyst, it is stripped its electrons, which are forced to move along and which produces electric current. This current is used by electric motor to power the vehicle whose output only is water vapor. And then we can by this we can decrease the carbon monoxide which are from vehicles. And there are some disadvantages. It is huge cost, and also as we know that hydrogen is a tasteless gas. We can't smell it. It is prone to leakages. Recently, Government of India has permitted to use 18% of hydrogen CNG recently. You will get a question by listening me. We need to encourage the electric vehicles, but what is the use of green hydrogen when compared to electric vehicles? Because the electric charge takes more time to charge, but within 5 minutes we can fill the hydrogen fuels. It is one of the best source to make India clean India, green India. Thank you for giving this opportunity, and thanks for conducting this wonderful competition.
Thank you, Bharadwaj. Next participant, Jahnavi, are you ready, ma? Jahnavi,
Yes, ma'am.
you are ready, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Will you present it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, shade your screen and start presenting. Next, Priya. Priyade, you are there?
Yes, ma'am.
Be ready, ma. Next, you should present. Okay?
Okay.
Ma'am, can you see my screen, ma'am?
Yeah, I can.
Today, my topic is about pressure. Pressure is a force applied perpendicular to the surface of an object per unit area. Pressure, the SI units are Pascal, and which is equal to Newton per square meter. In CGS, we call pressure, we measure pressure in the terms of Bairy. And others like a pounds per square inch, and we can even measure the pressure in terms of bar, which is equal to 100,000 pascals. So there are types of pressure like absolute pressure, atmospheric pressure, differential pressure, and overpressure. And today we are seeing that why are the roofs of some houses blown off during a windstorm. This is because when the wind is blowing too much, um, here we can see that the wind blows from the top of the roof, and a little bit of air even blows inside the house. So when the air is flowing on top of the roof, there is a low pressure because of less density. But little amount of air flows inside the house, and here we can see that inside there is a very little. There is no movement of air molecules because of high density. So we know that air always travels from high pressure to low pressure. So from inside the house, the roof detaches from the huts. And this is about the pressure. And here we can see that high wind blowing over the roof creates a low pressure in accordance to Bernoulli principle. We know that Bernoulli principle is where fluids always travel from high pressure to low pressure. And the pressure below the roof is equal to atmospheric pressure, which is now larger than pressure above the roof. So this difference causes the upward thrust, and the roof is lifted up. This is my presentation.
Hello, Ja.
Yes, ma'am.
How to overcome this?
Ma'am, this is a natural effect,
What?
ma'am. This is Bernoulli principle, no, ma'am. So we have users, ma'am.
Is there any preventive measure?
No, ma'am. There is no preventive measure for this, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, Priya, I think you're Priya.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can share your screen and you can present your poster.
Okay, ma'am.
Priya, you present your screen, ma? Yeah.
Ma'am, are you able to see?
Kirtana next. Yeah, Priya, wait a minute, ma. Kirtana, after Priya, you need to present your screen. You need to share and you need to present your poster, ma. Be ready with. Priya, you can continue, ma.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Myself Priyadev from BSc MECS 2I. Today we are celebrating National Science Day. So science has been always very helpful to us. I have done this poster on my own, trying to add some creativity. I have not done it on computer, ma'am, because I tried to represent it on my own way on the paper using just pen and some of my ideas. So these are the words which I have created, ma'am. So I always think that because of science, the world is in a very good path now. I have not added, I'm not that educated that I can create something innovative, but my efforts will always be there to create something new. I'm still studying, and I'll always try my best to create something new so that it will help the world. I have created this to salute all the scientists who have done all the immense creations, due to which we are able to enjoy all the different kind of technologies now. I have created some words, ma'am. Inventions were all created by those great minds. Their achievements is like a gift due to which we are able to reach out the person who is miles away from us. Like we already know, Alexander Graham Bell has created the telephone, due to which we are able to connect the people miles away using electromagnetic waves. I always have an idea that how the waves are transmitted, how we are able to contact a person who is very miles away from us. So I have studied about this topic, and I have came to know that the voice from one phone to another phone is transmitted using analog digital communications, and using the electromagnetic waves are transmitted from one phone to another phone. And because of some distortions between the we'll have buildings, we'll have some distortions between the electromagnetic waves, due to which the voice gets scattered. So I have always have a keen idea about how internet works, how the connections are passed. So I have came to know about all these things, ma'am, and I'll always try to reach more things, and I'll try to always learn more scientific innovations, and I'll try my best to do something innovative, ma'am. So this was my poster presentation on the scientists who have done a great contribution to the science, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yes, Priya, it was very good presentation, ma. I request next Kirtana. You can share your screen, ma.
Ma'am, she didn't join, ma'am.
She didn't join.
Yes, ma'am.
Kirtana, are you?
She messaged me, ma'am, normal message.
Yeah, okay. Tell her to means she's having network issue. Next, you see another. Neha. Neha Gupta. Neha.
Ma'am, Neha has some network issues, ma'am.
Okay. Bhavani, are you there, ma? Bhavani.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can share your screen and you can present your poster, ma.
Okay.
After Bhavani, Rajeshwari, I think you are there in the session. Rajeshwari. Rajeshwari, are you there, ma?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you see me?
Yeah. After Bhavani, you can present, ma. First, Bhavani, you present it.
Okay. Ma'am, can you see, ma'am?
Yeah, no. You share your screen, Nana. Bhavani, it's okay, Nana. If not, the madam will present. You can explain it. Okay, now?
Okay, ma'am.
Present just now. Yeah, you can see. I think. Bhavani, you can start, ma.
Okay, ma'am. Good morning to one and all. Good morning to one and all. This is Bhavani from BSc MECA second year. Today, on behalf of National Science Day, I'm going to present wireless charging versus wireless charge of electronic devices. What is wireless charging? Wireless charging is equals to inductive charging. This technology uses a charging station that creates an alternating electromagnetic field. A device with an appropriate induction coil receives energy from the field induced by field charging station. It allows to transmit energy from a short distance. The efficiency of in terms of a value, people no longer search for charging the required connector. Now I'm going to explain how does it work and what is standard QI. Standard QI is an international standard for wireless charging that makes it suitable for any electromagnetic device. It identifies different devices, determines the level of their charge, charges the batteries optimally, and turns them off
when there is no need to save electricity. How efficient the wireless charging is. When the user increases the distance to the charger, the electromagnetic weakens at a distance of 50 centimeters. Developers characterize wireless charging of the mobile phone as an important one. Charging mobile device at a distance of 1 meter, one cannot hope even for one day of its adequate work. Therefore, it's better to put smartphone directly on the charge or nearby. And thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
Yeah. Thank you, Bhavani. Next, I request Rajeshwari to present your poster, ma.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, is this visible?
After Rajeshwari, Sirisha, I think. Sirisha, are you there, ma? Sirisha, Sirisha. Sirisha. Yeah. No, ma, it is not visible.
Ma'am, now?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Yeah, okay. Myself, Rajeshwari from MECS final year. Today, I'm presenting a poster about technology and innovation. Technology innovation means it is an intangible as opposed to technology, which is tangible. You can even apply the innovation process to your everyday life. Technology can be used to implement innovation, but the technology itself does not produce innovation. The importance of the technology innovation, it creates opportunities for entrepreneurs to found new organizations and establish competitive positions has income sources of advantage decay. The advantages of the technology innovation is technological innovation brings benefits, it increases productivity and brings citizens new and better goods and services that improve their overall standard of living. The benefits of innovation are sometimes slow to materialize. They often fall broadly across the entire population. And this is a poster of the technology and innovation. That's it. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Sirisha, are you there, ma? Responses. Sirisha? Yes, Sirisha. You are in the mute, madam.
Dear participants, thank you very much. Thank you for your presentations. Okay, we will be sending your certificates to your respective mail IDs. You fill the form which is kept in the chat box. Otherwise, it is not possible for generating the certificate.
Join in the
This is the model prepared by Sri.
Yes, student, this is the model prepared by the Sirisha ma. Because of some network issues, she can't join that. She asked me to just present that, and because of that, we are presenting that ma. Girls, I think within a week you will get your certificates to your respective mail IDs ma. And whoever is participated and whoever is presented posters today within a week, and you'll get your certificates. And thank you for certificate of appreciation also you'll get it ma.
Participation certificate as well as certificate of appreciation you will be received. Thank you all for participating in this event. They can leave the meet. Okay, we are ending the session. You can leave the meet. Sir, Nara? Okay, just. Okay. Sir, Murthy sir, thank you once again. Am I audible, sir?
Madam, I couldn't continually participate in your session. Thanks, madam.
Okay,
Just
sir. Okay, we are going to end, sir. End the session.
Okay.
It all posters are completed. Okay. We can end the session. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
madam.
Thank you once again.
Okay, thank you, madam. Madam, we can join up for another scheduled meeting after this COVID issues are over. We'll visit.
Okay. Physically, we can arrange, sir. We can arrange
Yes.
physically. Okay, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you once again. Okay, sir. We can end the meet. Stop చేయాలి కదా. Okay.